Hey, what is happening, you terrified town flame? So I've been doing my VOD review of the Peoria Regional Championships that I do for every major tournament in the Pokemon TCG. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the Round 9 match of Tord versus Kamal. If you want to check out the other rounds that I VOD reviewed, check out the secondary YouTube channel, AzulGG2. They're all posted over there in a couple videos. But yeah, Tord, of course, well known as one of the best Pokemon TCG players, if not the best Pokemon TCG player. Kamal is a great Yu-Gi-Oh player, so it's really cool to see these two match up against each other. One of the best in Pokemon versus one of the best in Yu-Gi-Oh, so I was really excited to watch this match unfold. We've been seeing a lot of really good players from other TCGs enter the Pokemon TCG recently. Kamal, I also heard about a couple really good One Piece players who started playing the Pokemon TCG as well. So I think it's really cool to see these really good players from other games enter the Pokemon TCG space. I think it's really, really sick to see them going out of their way to put in some effort and try and, try their best at the Pokemon TCG. I feel like a lot of the other TCGs mix amongst each other as far as players go, but usually I don't really feel like a lot of players actually make their way over to the Pokemon TCG and really try and give it their all. So it's really cool to see that happening now in the Pokemon TCG. Before we jump to the action, I know you have got a ton of Pokemon TCG bulk lying around gathering dust that you could be getting some cash for. And now, thanks to TCG Bulk, it is easier than ever to move your bulk. TCG Bulk is a service connecting bulk buyers to bulk sellers and bulk sellers to bulk buyers. So if you've got some Pokemon cards lying around that you want to sell to get some cash, then check them out over at tcgbulk.com for all the information you would ever need. Or you can find them on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store to download the app right now and get started on moving that bulk. And with that said, let's go ahead and let's jump into the action. All right, we made it to our winning end. We got Tord, of course, playing the Guardy, and we got Kamal, Yu-Gi-Oh! 3-time YCS Yu-Gi-Oh! Champion, right? What is a YCS in comparison to in the Pokemon? Is it like a comparison to like a regional or an IC? Like, what would be the comparison? Kamal with the Zard, Tord with the Guardy, of course, like I said. Prize cards. I mean, 2 Arven being prized, that kind of sucks. Thoughts on Ditto and Lost Unbox? It doesn't seem great. I'm not convinced of it. Tord didn't really prize anything too relevant. I mean, a couple Pokemon search cards, but it's not a big of a deal. Double Arven doesn't feel great, though, for sure. Kamal might have a tough time getting going in the early game. Just depending on what they draw. Tord is going first. The Ralts getting grabbed. Maybe Mew, we'll see. Checking the prize cards. Like I said, nothing really too important prize. What was there? One? There wasn't a Ralts, right? 404. Yeah, Kamal is 404. Attach, active, and pass. So it looks like Tord is just going for that turn 2 Mirage Step. Dude, the Mirage Step really adds like a lot of options to like the way you can play your early games with Guardy. I really, really like the Mirage. The Mirage Step is super sick in the deck, to be honest. Double Battle VIP pass for Kamal, though. So Kamal's going to be cooking here as well. Gonna see probably. I mean, there is still like the threat of the Cresselia, like turn 2 Candy Guardy EX plus Cresselia. It's the threat is like really low here, though. If I'm Kamal, I don't know if I'm putting a second Pidgey in play just to get picked on later potentially. I think I'm just going Mander City, and then second battle VIP pass. Maybe you get the Mew, throw that in the active. Yeah, double Pidgey. I don't know. I don't know if I'm digging the double Pidgey here or not. There's the Mew lineup though, so it looks like it's gonna be a Mew, maybe triple Mander. Thinking about the Entei as well. The Entei is really not a great Pokemon to set up in this matchup. You really don't want to put like, you don't want like the two, like Arceus Charizard. Like Charizard is already unfavorable for Guardy. Arceus Charizard is like, it's just so much easier. Like I don't even know how. Like it's just so much easier. Like Charizard's already unfavored against Guardy. Arceus Charizard is like so much like that extra 2 prize Pokemon in play. That's just a massive liability. Just makes things so free. I don't even know. It's like so free. Whiff on the Mew. Did only go for the solo Pidgey, which I think is fine. For how slow of a start Tord had, I don't think it's bad. A bad choice there. And got the Greninja top deck. Has the Mirage Step. Will Tord even risk... Has a Worker as well. Do you even risk playing any of this as Tord? Goes with the Worker. But if you do draw into a Refinement Curlia, then all of a sudden you can't find all 3 of them with the Mirage Step. The Mirage Step is in hand as well. I think Greninja is... Oh, Greninja is not really an option here for Tord. There's no basic Psychics. I thought there was a basic Psychic in hand, but there's not. So I think it's just going to be the Mirage Step. You could still bench a Greninja, though. The only reason to not bench Greninja here is Tord. I mean, the Mew's good, too. The Mew or the Greninja could be benched. The reason to not bench the Greninja is if you think Kamal plays, and then could put the reversal in play. It does make it a little bit of... That Ralts becomes a little bit of a target, though. So I kind of like... I think Tord should hold the reversal here. Tord did think about it for a second, but I think holding is probably correct. It puts a little bit of a target on that Ralts' back. Like, the two biggest cards in this matchup are the reversal energy. Like, you don't really need to, like, charge up extra energy in play. You just need to, like, have your reversals when you need them, and you're good to go. Another reason, that's probably why Tord was thinking about the Greninja, actually, was because of the Mawile. It's like, do I play around Mawile here? Nah. Playing around Mawile is, for shrimps. So I like Tord not playing around the Mawile there. The other reason would be, does the Charizard player play the Mew to go copy Greninja to use the Moonlight Shurikens on your Kirlias? Probably not. And even if they do, that's like such a big setback. Like, it probably isn't even worth it. There's the Ultra Ball. I mean, probably just gonna go for the. I mean, you could go for the Luminion, I guess. You'd be able, yeah, you go for Luminion for the full setup, I guess. I was thinking we just go for Charizard because we have Candy Charizard. I mean, putting Luminion in play is really not that good, though, to be honest. Like, but you do want to set up more. That's tough, actually, to be honest. Oh, we should. You know what? Actually, now looking at this, what Kamal should have done was just use Mysterious Tail first, because if Mysterious Tail sees a rare candy, yeah, if Mysterious Tail sees a rare candy, then. But I guess going this route maximizes Kamal's odds to get a rare candy off the Mew. But if you whiff, then you're just not attacking this turn. So I feel like Kamal probably should have started with using Mysterious. I think attacking this turn is more important than well, yeah, attacking this turn is more important than potentially not putting Luminion in play. So I think we should have just started with the Mysterious Tail from Kamal here. But now we're hoping to get the rare candy off of. Oh, maybe I'm just. Oh, just a research. Never mind. I'm just trolling. I guess we're just going. Wait a second. Okay, actually, I kind of like this a little bit better. First, I thought Kamal was maybe going Pidgeot. Yeah, I'm like, wait, I thought we just played. No, we didn't play Arven. My head was stuck on Arven from the Luminion. I didn't think we could play research. But yeah, Pidgeot for research, play research, Candy Char, or hope for Candy Charizard. Azul always trolling, bro. And I think we did get the nope, no rare candy. So I think Kamal does whiff the turn 2 attack here, which is really bad because this gives the Guardy player a whole turn of refinement, concealed cards, and even maybe candy out that Ralts into a Shiny Arcana and then pass. You maybe don't candy out the Shiny Arcana to play around the Lost City, but toward this turn is probably just going to go refinement, concealed cards, and then maybe retreat the active Kirlia to the Ralts, or just leave it in the active and like pass. Like, or Tord actually could get Boss KO Pidgeot with Shiny Arcana, and that would also be a fine play as well. There's the Entei grab from Kamal. So Kamal maybe does have the Candy Zard still here. Ooh, I don't love this. Like I said, the low HP 2-prizers, I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, I think Kamal was hoping to fleet-footed like into rare candy here to like get off the Candy Zard attack this turn. At this point, I think I would give up on the turn 2 Charizard if I was Kamal. The Entei in the active is like not very good. Because now Tord can just go Shiny Arcana knockout, Boss Shiny Arcana knockout into Zacian KO Zard win. And also Tord just can do nothing this turn and just like draw pass. Like, oh, not draw pass, but draw refinement. Like just go through everything and then just pass. So like I said, that's like it was bad. The idea of putting Luminion in play is bad. Entei is the exact same thing. It's for the exact same reason. Putting Entei in play, not very good. Putting Luminion in play, not very good. So you don't really want to do that. And it looks like Tord is maybe going to be a little bit more aggressive here and just evolve the active to the active Kirlia to the Shiny Arcana and actually play for this KO on the Entei here. Oh no, it has the candy in hand, so we'll probably see the candy to the bench instead here. But there is a little risky to like put your Shiny Arcana in play if you're not going to actually take a knockout with it, because then it opens up the possibility to get Lost City'd, like Boss Lost City'd, and then you start to run out of big attackers. Because if Kamal goes Lost City of Shiny Arcana, Lost City of Shiny Arcana, before you get to, lost on one Shiny Arcana before you get to use it, and then lost on the next Shiny Arcana, then you only have Zacian to take a 2-prize knockout, and then you might struggle to get your last 2. It's possible you struggle to get your last 2 prize cards, but it's not impossible. But Tord can do it all this turn. Tord could go active to a Shiny Arcana, still knock out the Entei. I think, and it would be pretty reasonable for Kamal to have Boss KO on your Gardevoir next turn with Pidgeot plus Top Deck plus Fleet-footed, like, and also the Charmeleon. Wait, is that a Charmeleon? I thought it was a Charmander. With the Charmeleon in play as well here from Kamal, that just becomes a Charizard next turn. So Kamal having Boss, Lost City, KO on the Guardian next turn is like not that unreasonable. Yeah, not that unreasonable at all. So I'm curious to see what Tord actually plays out here. If Tord actually goes with the second Shiny Arcana and KOs the Entei, or not. Or just kind of chills and hangs out for a little bit. Oh my gosh. Double Psychic off the Shiny Arcana. Let's cook. Does it go to the active, or are we just chilling? Like I said, the knockout here I think is fine. Only one. Holding the one does make sense though, because you want to. Well, does it actually? You had another. Yeah, you had another energy or a fog crystal for an energy, but I guess you want to hold onto the fog crystal to maximize outs to energy here as Tord is probably the plan here. No, I guess that does make sense. Yeah, you just want to see as many energy as possible because we're trying to find more psychic energy here. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. We're not that close to actually getting the KO on the active here though. But also, would that ever work? Tord, another line Tord could take is just punch the active Entei but don't KO it, then clean it up with Cresselia and use... So another thing Tord could do this turn would be evolve this to Shiny Arcana, punch the Entei, and then Kamal goes, okay, cool. Try and punch it as hard as you can. Maybe you don't get the KO. Kamal goes, cool, Lost City, KO the Shiny Arcana, and then Tord can go, okay, Shiny Arcana, boss KO Pidgeot, and then Kamal goes, cool, Charizard KO Shiny Arcana with Lost City, and then Tord goes, all right, cool, Cresselia KO Entei off the bench, while playing Iono. But the one problem with that is if Kamal plays Collapsed or Penny, could pick up the Entei and take that out of play as like an easy prize card to go after. But I guess you could, yeah, that would just remove it as an easy prize card to... Yeah, the real threat here is like if Tord does not use this benched Shiny Arcana, then Kamal can go boss Lost City it. And I think Kamal basically has that in hand. So I'm not like... It might have been better for... like unless it would be interesting to see if Tord doesn't go for the KO with the active on the Entei in the end of this. It's like they said, that threat of that is like real for sure. No more energy. Okay, so does not have the possibility of a one-hit KO. Could still get 4 psychics though. Could also just go with 3 actually. Could just not put Guard EX in play and just attach active, right? Fall Crystal for energy, attach. Oh no, we already attached the reversal to the bench actually. Never mind. So Tord could go Guard EX. 3, 150. See, the problem with this retreat here from Tord, though, it's like so likely that Kamal could go boss KO. And it would just be a misplay from Kamal to not boss KO the reversal Guardy. So I feel like having a threat of this Guardy makes the most sense to me in my head. Because we could go a Fall Crystal for energy, Ultra Ball away the energy, 4 energy to Guardy. 4 energy Guardy does 180. So this thing has 50 HP left. Just punch it hard. The Entei goes return knockout with Lost City. And then you go boss up your Pidgeot KO with Gardevoir with the reversal, and then you go Cresselia KO the Entei into Zacian KO Charizard EX. But I'm curious to see how it goes now. Maybe Kamal doesn't go for the boss KO, but that would be like, that'd be a pretty big. Maybe Kamal doesn't draw into it, but like I know Kamal's got the Lost City in hand. Boss KO this reversal Guardy with Lost City is so good. Like, yeah, it's just so good. I guess it's always the play here for sure. Boss KO that Shiny Arcana with a Lost City is just like super good. Because if you can go Lost City, 1 Arcana, and then Lost City, another Arcana, you just like win the game off that. All right, Ultra Ball was about to be used by Kamal, but goes with the Fleet-Footed first, makes sense. Has the boss, has the Lost City. That should be the play here for Kamal. I'm curious to see if Kamal does something different though. Like, because like the thing to think about in this matchup is, in this kind of matchup is one thing you want to be aware of. Like if you both set up fully, Guardy always wins. So you can't let Guardy do whatever. If Guardy gets to do whatever they want, you don't win. Even with Iono at the end of the game, you still just lose. So as the Charizard player, you have to be the proactive one. You have to try and put the Guardy player off or force them to have as much as possible every single turn. So you want to be more proactive as the Charizard player. But Kamal does have the boss on Lost City. Let's see if Kamal goes for it though or not. Also, it's Arven. Like, you could go Arven here, but you got to go with that boss Lost City. Let's go. And Lost City. And has the other boss in hand, so has the threat on the next turn as well. All right. This is where things can get weird for Tord. Like I said, like, Entei goes knockout. You can respond to Entei with Shiny Arcana, or Shiny Arcana knocks out Entei. Or maybe even more ideally, maybe you'd go for the boss KO Pidgeot here as Tord, to be honest. I actually kind of like the boss KO Pidgeot this turn, so that way next turn Tord can hit Kamal with an Iono. But you could also, yeah, because there's nothing really... It would be really hard to throw Kamal off the second Lost City. It is also possible that Kamal only plays 1 Lost City as well. That would be like another thing as well. Does Kamal only play 1 Lost City? So Tord could go for the boss KO on the Pidgeot this turn, and then next turn go knock out the active, bump the Lost City, play Iono to prevent the Lost City, and go Zacian knockout to close it out as well. So that's still like a possibility for Tord. But it gets rough if Kamal gets to use both Lost Cities to their fullest effect. But like I said, if Tord had just punched with that Shiny Arcana Gardevoir last turn, just got some damage in play on the Entei, then all of a sudden you don't need one of your big threats to KO the Entei. And you can use Cresselia or Gardevoir EX or whatever. But there's, like they said, the penny is still like a possibility. Does Kamal play the penny? I don't know. Does Kamal play the Collapse Stadium? Possibly. So those are all things where the Entei could be removed off the board at some point anyways. So I'm curious to see what Tord ends up going with here. I'm pretty sure Tord will probably have access to every single line of play imaginable here. And it really comes down to what Tord thinks is best. Definitely many choices here to go with. Many options. It basically has decked out at this point. That's crazy. 3 turns and has almost fully decked out here. Yeah, what does Tord think is the best play? It has second reversal in hand. I believe has a boss in hand as well. So it has access. Actually, maybe doesn't have a boss. So the boss might not be an option here. Is eyeing the Zacian as well? Or is lining up the Zacian? Okay, well, there's no boss in the deck, so I assume there's a boss in the hand here for Tord. It's possible one's in the discard pile, though, and one's in the prize cards. No, there's a boss in the hand for sure. Yeah, Tord has access to every line of play here. So, like I said, I think boss KO Pidgeot into bump Lost City Iono next turn is probably the play, but I'm curious to see what Tord chooses to do. Because you need a way to throw off the Lost Cities, because otherwise you can just lose to Lost City. Because you didn't get to get value out of your first Shiny Arcana. And it seems like Tord actually values attacking with Zacian. Oh, maybe just putting the Zacian in play, because the Zacian really isn't at risk if you're attacking with the Shiny Arcana. And values attaching to the Shiny Arcana here instead of with the energy over the reversal, which is interesting, because if this second Shiny Arcana gets lost on, then the reversals aren't even going to be a thing. But that means Tord is probably not going for a boss KO on Pidgeot. Unless it is a KO with the Zacian. Now we see the Iono getting lined up here for Tord. Yeah, there's the Iono. Okay, interesting. No stadium replacement for Tord either. There's the vacuum left in the deck, so Tord could get the vacuum to vacuum away the Lost City. Maybe that is actually what Tord is digging for here, is the vacuum. Has the vacuum now, so could vacuum away probably the Cresselia or the Ultra Ball. Probably want to keep the Ralts around, but even the Ralts doesn't seem that good, to be honest. Maybe the Ralts does go here. Yeah, there goes the Ralts. There's rid of the Lost City. And then will be a retreat. It is the retreat to the Zacian. Still has the reversal for later. So it's going to retreat to the Zacian now, take the Zacian, knock out on the Pidgeot. The reason I'm like not a huge fan of the idea of this, though, is because Kamal still has the Pidgeot. So it's still pretty likely that Kamal can go Lost City KO. Oh, but I guess at that point, Tord can just chain the Shiny Arcana at that point, right? Attack with Shiny Arcana. Shiny Arcana gets KO'd. Attack, super out the Shiny Arcana. You just need to get through the second Lost City, and I guess it's fine for Tord. I don't know why I was thinking it would like end at that point. But no, Kamal would need 3 Lost City to make that happen. Kamal doesn't play 3 Lost City. Yeah, never mind. I'm kind of trolling. Yeah, in my head, I was like, we run out of attackers after the third one. But no, we can recover the third attacker with Super Rod. So this makes way more sense. This is definitely the play here for Tord for sure. Yeah, in my head, I was like, we run out of attackers. But we actually never run out of attackers, so. So yeah, now that Tord is behind on prize cards, Zacian gets KO'd, you stay behind on prize cards, you should be good. 3 Lost City's the move. That would be pretty good. Like if Kamal played 3 Lost City here, that would be pretty good. So I would guess that Kamal does not play 3 Lost City. And it's possible that this turn Kamal struggles to find the Lost City. But it should be fine. But yeah, as long as Tord survives with one of the attackers, whether that be the Zacian or the Shiny Arcana Gardevoir, then Tord will be fine. We'll be able to chain that attacker with. Yeah, Tord is like so set up at this point. Actually, I don't think Tord can lose. I guess the one thing to think about here is will Tord struggle to knock out back-to-back? The only thing I can think of here is will Tord struggle to knock out back-to-back big Pokemon here? Kamal's going to draw 2 prize cards off this Zacian with a Charizard. And Guardy comes up. Needs a reversal to knock out the Charizard. Of course, the Lost City might not happen from Kamal. And actually, with the way this is going, I don't think Kamal is going to Lost City this Zacian. And if this Zacian does not get Lost City, then Kamal definitely just wins. Is there a point where Kamal misplays and you should have scooped? Not yet? I don't think yet. Yeah, I wouldn't say yet, no. No, at this point, it's fine. We might get to that point soon, though. Oh, you're saying there is a point. I thought you were asking me if there was a point. My bad. You're saying there is a point where you think Kamal should have scooped. Yeah, no spoilers in chat for anyone who hasn't watched it. I haven't watched these games either. I mean, I know the outcome of the game, but yeah, if you know the outcome, don't say anything about what is the potential outcome of the game, because the people in chat haven't watched the game before or something like that. All this makes sense as well. We have the Charmeleon attack here from Kamal. I forgot about that. We can actually attack with a 1 prizer here from Kamal. But we are forced into the 1 prizer attack here as Kamal. So we go down to 3 prize cards. Tord can't really afford to knock out a Charmeleon here either. So Tord needs to look for boss at this point. Tord needs to go boss KO. I said probably the Pidgeot into boss KO the Charizard. And then you can go... Yes, that's like the only thing I guess I'm thinking about here is like if... I guess it's possible... Like if Kamal... Or if Tord... By a Tord attacking with Zacian, if Kamal has Lost City the Zacian, on Tord's turn, if Tord does not have... On Tord's turn, if Tord does not have... Like if Tord attacks with Shiny Arcana Guardian with a reversal... But then once that Guardian gets knocked out with the reversal, Tord's out of reversal at that point, right? And once you go out of reversal as Tord, how do you... Once you go out of reversal as Tord, you can't want to KO Pidgeot or Charizard just immediately. You could build up a Curly with some energy, or you could like Super Rod him back 2 basic energy, Shiny Arcana them into play. So that's like still a possibility. Because you need what? 8 to KO the Pidgeot, right? Yeah, you need 8 to KO the Pidgeot. So 6 off the Guardy plus, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. One play that it might be a mistake here from Kamal. I don't know what Kamal's switch count is. There's no energy on this Charizard EX. So this Charizard EX could get boss and trapped in the active. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm sure Kamal plays some kind of switch cards, and I don't think we've seen any get used yet. Also, no supporter for turn from Kamal isn't great. Oh, wait a second. Kamal just doesn't KO the Charizard. Wait, where's the Choice Belt? Wasn't there a Choice Belt at some point? Oh, or doesn't KO the Zacian. My bad, not the Charizard. Doesn't KO the Zacian. Oh, what the heck? I didn't know this happened. That's big. So no Lost City, but had a Choice Belt, right? Didn't the Choice Belt discard the Choice Belt on Ultra Ball? Oh, okay. So yeah, a little bit of mistake on the math there from Kamal. Does not KO the Zacian. That's huge. That's huge. Okay, where does this lead us then? We got 180, 210 on the Zacian. It's got 10 HP left. Can knock out the Charmander here as Tord, or Charmeleon, excuse me. You could also just, if Tord has a Psychic Energy, could just go attach it to the Zacian and then knock out. And then this Zacian all of a sudden threatens the Pidgeot on the bench. So it kind of has to be dealt with. This is when he should have scooped. Yeah, this is when, I agree. Kamal should scoop here. Because now Tord can go Zacian KO Charmeleon and then Cresselia KO Mew and go down to 2 prizes. And then Shiny Arcana KO Pidgeot or Charizard at that point. So yeah, at this point, Kamal should have scooped, I think, for sure. Because now this opens up the prize trade of Tord going... I'm just going to not KO 2 prizes this turn. I'm just going to KO the Charmeleon. And then I'm going to Cresselia KO your Mew later in the game at some point, maybe next turn. And then 1 Shiny Arcana to KO 2 prizes wins me the game. Whether that be through the reversal energy or through just building up the Shiny Arcana. So yeah, Kamal should definitely concede. I am curious to see what Tord chooses to do here, though. I am curious. I think Tord should also attach a Psychic Energy to the activation. Well, no, you can also put it on the Shiny Arcana on the bench. I guess Zacian well, you do kind of want to have... No, you do need to make Zacian a threat. Because Kamal could theoretically ignore the Zacian. Like, if this Zacian only has 6 energy on it, I guess it's hard to ignore because you could... All right, so a play that could come up. Let's say Tord doesn't attach to Zacian and attaches to the bench Shiny Arcana. Kamal could go Lost City, Boss KO Shiny Arcana, and then send it to the Lost Zone. And then Tord can't get 8 energy on the Zacian next turn to KO Pidgeot. So I think Tord should attach a basic Psychic to the activation here. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, because then Tord can respond with Cresselia, Lotus, some energy on Curlias and Guardies, KO the Mew, and then you're just like an attachment plus a boss away from winning with Shiny Arcana on the Pidgeot. So so I think attaching active here from Tord is the best play. Still thinking at the deck. Not that much left in the deck at all, to be honest. As what? Is that double boss? It might be double boss. Yeah, the only play that I can think of, like, you could get punished here is if you don't attach active here, you could get punished by Lost City Boss on the Shiny Arcana from Kamal. So attaching active, I think, making it a bigger threat just in case is like the play makes the most sense in my head. Because then you could like Super Rod an energy back, draw back into the energy plus Boss KO Pidgeot, and then you could attach again to Zacian and win. Yeah, so attaching to the Zacian here, I think makes it. Yeah, because now if Kamal has, is Tord gonna attach it? If Kamal has Lost City Boss on the Guardy, this thing is doing what? 180, 240, 270. The Zacian could still go attach Boss KO Mew, and then your attachment away from Boss KO Pidgeot. So maybe it still works out, to be honest, because then Tord next turn could go Boss the Mew, attach to the Zacian. Has to bump the Lost City as well, otherwise Lost City gets rid of the Zacian as well. I don't know. I guess you don't need to attach to the Zacian this turn, because next turn Tord could still just go attach to Zacian, Boss Mew, I guess. Or could even attack with Cresselia at that point, I guess. And, and KO the Mew with Cresselia and heal some damage off the Zacian to then reload up the Zacian would work as well. So I guess actually it's kind of equal here, because you could just attack with Cresselia next turn and it's fine. And that would like heal some damage off the Zacian. Yeah, attacking with Cresselia next turn would heal some damage off the Zacian, which then allows you to get more energy on the Zacian, and then allows the Zacian to KO the Pidgeot. So then Kamal still has to like boss KO the Zacian. And if Kamal does boss KO the Zacian, then you get the Super Rod the Zacian back in the deck, assuming Tord has a way to bump Lost City. So at this point, if Kamal has Lost City, and we see Kamal lining up the Charmander potentially. This is why the 60 HP Charmander can be good, because if Kamal had the 60 HP Charmander, you could go 60 HP Charmander KO the Zacian. You can't really do that with the Radiant Charizard. You could like, you want to save that as your last Charmander. Actually, there is the 60 HP Charmander right there, right? So Kamal misordered the Charmanders, because the 60 HP Charmander should be the one that you don't put in play to make a Charizard, so that way you can use it in these kind of situations to attack with a one prize or to KO stuff against Gardevoir. You still lose the boss here, but you can't always know for sure if Tord has it. Let's see what that grab is. Iono. Now I was thinking about the boss. I don't know if Kamal has boss Lost City though. Actually, to be honest, the more of like, I think Kamal only plays one Lost City. I think Kamal only does play one Lost City. Also, it's like impossible for Tord to like whiff at this point with how much draw power is in play. I feel like Kamal did go for a boss here, and it's because the Zacian isn't threatening the Pidgeot, but the Zacian can still boss KO one prizer. I mean, boss KO on. I don't even know what you boss KO here as Kamal, to be honest. Is going after the Guardi EX, it looks like, but goes after Shiny Arcana. But without a Lost City, this really doesn't do anything, to be honest. Like, this does KO the Shiny Arcana, but because there's no Lost City, it doesn't really matter that much. So Tord is going to send up the Zacian again. The Zacian can theoretically KO the Charizard through Shiny Arcana plus Super Rod. So that actually is possible for Tord to actually get the KO on the Charizard here with Shiny Arcana Super Rod. Could also just go... Tord can also just go... Actually, yeah, Tord could have not sent up Zacian and sent up something else and then gone Cresselia KO Mew to get more space for more energy on the Zacian. Then Zacian KOs Pidgeot on the following turn. But instead push up... I feel like Tord maybe should have sent up Guardi X in here and just gone for the Cresselia attack. The Cresselia is in the discard pile now, though. I don't know when it can hit the discard pile. But Cresselia was like a pretty solid attacker here. I don't know why that hit the discard pile. I don't know when Tord put that in the discard pile. But the Cresselia was like a pretty good line to take here to just get damage on the Mew. Not leave one of your draw power Pokemon in the active and then go from there. Because like, yeah, the Zacian actually can't KO anything super relevant this turn, I don't think. Lost City broken. Lost City, yeah, to be honest, watching this matchup, Lost City's like insane in this matchup. I don't know, when I played against any Charizards in the Charizards I played against at Peoria, I don't know if any of them had Lost City, to be honest. I also like, the first time any Gardevoirs hit the board, I was taking a 1-hit KO on a Charizard usually, so. But yeah, Lost City's definitely really good in this match. If you played 3 Lost City and Charizard, you possibly just beat Gardevoir just by having 3 Lost City, if you catch a Guardi before they get to use it, to be honest. But then they just shouldn't put a Shiny Arcana Gardevoir in play ahead of time. I don't know. Would help the Lost on matchup also, right? Yeah, it's also good against the Lost on matchup. Being able to like Lost on 2 Sableye or something like that, or just like aggressively Lost on their Greninja and stuff, like that's all good stuff. Yeah, it turns out like the Charizard deck should be playing 4 Lost City this whole time. All right, I didn't actually pay attention to what Tord put back in the deck with Super Rod to focus on Lost City talk. But there's the boss. So I assume we're going to see boss KO on the... it goes for the Radiant Charizard. Radiant Charizard to me is kind of the same thing. Neither of them are really good. No, I guess you always go after the Radiant Charizard here, Sword, because you don't want Kamal to have a 1 prize. So it was actually just a mistake for Kamal to put the Radiant Charizard in play, to be honest. Because if Kamal keeps the Radiant Charizard around, Tord would go boss KO the Mew, and then Kamal next turn could attack with the Radiant Charizard. Yeah, I don't actually agree with that choice there from Kamal to put the Radiant Charizard in play if we're not going to use it. Because now let Tord... Because then you could have had a 1 prize attacker on the next turn from Kamal. So Tord goes for the knockout. But once again, I guess it maybe doesn't matter because of how many prize cards Kamal has left. But Kamal could have boss. Like, once again, boss plus Lost City on the bench Shiny Arcana Gardevoir. But I guess it probably doesn't matter. The Zacian is still too big of a threat for that to actually matter. Even though the Zacian can't 1-hit KO anything next turn unless it gets energy from Shiny Arcana, you don't have to get a 1-hit KO on from Tord on the next turn if Kamal's only taking a 1 prize knockout. So it's still fine here, I guess, overall. Shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah. Yeah, I do think Kamal probably should have conceded after the Charmeleon mess up. Yeah, after Kamal messed up the Charmeleon and didn't put the choice belt on the Charmeleon, I think Kamal probably should have conceded pretty much like right after that. The prize trade becomes too hard to work through at this point, to be honest. Yeah, it becomes way too hard to work through at this point. There's no real solid win condition for Kamal, and probably should just like, cause yeah, the goal is to win the match, right? So Kamal is like, well, if I lose game 1, I gotta win game 2. And then because you got to win game 2, you got to win game 3. So you may as well concede game 1 sooner, have more time for both games. You can't just win game 2. There's an Iono. The Zard's ready to go. Retreat to Zard. He's taking the knockout here. Going down to 2, so it's 2-2. There's a Super Rod left, so Tord can win this next turn. Can win the game this turn with Zacian, plus 9 energy on the active. Can win this turn with Shiny Arcana for 1, plus an attach to Shiny Arcana, plus 6. Boss KO the Pidgeot with Shiny Arcana. But yeah, there's just the Super Rod here. There's the Super Rod from Tord. So we should see Super Rod to recover the Zacian here. I don't think there's anything else worth recovering. And yeah, you maybe just grab Zacian and then go into the Refinement / Shiny Arcana and then give the Refinement as a follow-up. I don't know if there's the 9 energy in the discard pile there for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like there is 8, so I guess Luminian's probably worth grabbing as well if I can find a draw supporter. I don't think you need anything else besides that. You still have the Curlia that can become the second Guard EX if the Guard EX gets bossed, so shouldn't be a big deal. And Tord still has the reversal energy, so... Oh, wait, no, Kamal has 2 prize cards left. Kamal literally wins next turn by going boss KO Guard EX. I thought Kamal was down to 3 prize cards for some reason. I'm tripping. So yeah, Kamal literally wins next turn, so Tord has to win this turn. Yeah, Tord has to win this turn. There's Luminian plus energy. Still has Shiny Arcana to work with. You can go and use Luminian first here. I know there's a Palpad in the deck right now. There might be interesting. There's an Iono as well. Iono sees 2. So if you take that out, Iono sees 2. Shiny Arcana sees 2. Interesting. So you could whiff. Tord theoretically could whiff here, actually. I wonder if Tord should have Shiny Arcana first. Actually, that's interesting. Probably not. It's probably correct to do this. The only thing would have been if Tord Shiny Arcana first and sees the Palpad, then you could Palpad for research and then Luminian for the research. But yeah, I don't know if it matters. There's the Zacian though, so it is. Yeah, so actually Tord could have whiffed there. It could have been the last card in the deck, and actually Tord would have whiffed. That's actually kind of crazy. But there's the load up. 9 to the Zacian and knock out the Charizard EX for. Oh, there's the boss as well. Why not? Oh, did we need the boss there from Tord? 3, 6. Wait. 4. No, there's 9. I would have KO'd the active as well. Okay, cool. First, I'd like, because Tord played the boss, I thought maybe Tord needed the boss there. I was like, oh, shoot, what the heck? No, we had it there every single time. All right. Game 2, I assume Kamal is going to choose to go first, and it looks like Kamal went draw pass. There's only 13 minutes left in the game. So this one would be tough for this one to ever actually... this is going to be tough for there to be enough time for Kamal to actually win this. But the Luminian start is a good start for Kamal. Tord opening Luminian is like a good start for Kamal to have a chance to actually win this one. Of course, it is going to go to the bench on this first turn. Yeah, it's going to make its way to the bench on this first turn, but it does open up the possibility. Just open up the possibility here for Tord. And this is why like Kamal should have conceded. After the Charmeleon mess up from Kamal, Kamal should have just packed it up and gone next. For sure. So I don't know how familiar Kamal is with this matchup, but like at that point, the Guardy is like so far ahead in the prize change, it's not even like worth sticking it out, to be honest. So, and yeah, for a second there, I wasn't sure if Kamal chose to go second or not, but there's the research from Tord, so that confirms that Kamal did choose to go first. Here come the Ralts from Tord. Has the Battle VIP pass, has a Ralts in hand, has the Artisan. Is the Greninja going to be prioritized, I guess would be a question, over the 4th Ralts. I would imagine the 4 Ralts are just going to get grabbed here, but maybe we go with the Greninja as well instead. There is like the draw power through the Greninja with the water in hand, so maybe you do go with the Greninja instead. Yeah. Drawing more cards sooner to help yourself set up for your future turns is usually a little bit better. And then has the Artisan, which I assume will get used to get the Ralts before... Oh, use the Greninja first, actually. Interesting. Wait, has the Artisan already been used here from Tord? Interesting. Because now you have the chance of drawing into the Ralts, but you don't really want to draw into the Ralts there. But I guess it doesn't matter. Did you say water in hand? I maybe did. I meant to say energy. I meant to say energy. Water in hand, energy in hand. Yeah, something in hand. There was a way to draw cards with Greninja in hand in the form of an energy, a PokemonTCG energy card. There's the candy off the Mew. And that'll probably be it for Tord. Pass over to Kamal. Battle VIP pass top deck from Kamal a little bit late. Here comes the Artisan for the Charmander. And then we'll see if Kamal can get that turn 2 Candy Charizard, or actually gets the Pidgey. And definitely want to like play really aggressive here to get the turn 2 Candy Zard. And I think does have it. There is the Arvin for the 4 Seal Stone and the Candy. 4 Seal Stone to the Luminion for the Charizard into Candy Charizard. And then I heard about this. There's 3 energy. Probably going to go ahead and grab 1 and throw it on the Luminion just so Luminion can move. Whereas the Pidgey, you can get Candy out the Pidgey. Actually chooses to not get an energy there. I think we should have probably gotten an energy there. Why did Kamal just pass turn 1? Because Kamal's hand was dead, I'm pretty sure. Kamal just had nothing in hand. Has the Vacuum here. Going to go ahead and play that. Get rid of the Artisan. I like that. Keep the Lost City around for the next turn. And then Charizard knock out the Mew. There's no way... There's no way for Kamal to have gotten another Charmander, right? But could have gotten a Charmander instead of a Pidgey. 3 energy prized. Oh, I had a VIP? No, top deck the VIP pass. Kamal top deck VIP pass going into this turn. Unless I'm trolling, but I'm almost positive Kamal top deck the VIP pass. Kamal definitely top deck a VIP pass going into this turn. It's possible Kamal had 2, but I don't think so. There's a Candy Shiny Arcana from Tord immediately. 3 and lost. So it is possible for Tord to get the 1-hit KO on this Charizard here with a reversal energy plus 6 basic psychics. It has already built up 3 basic psychic in the discard pile. And there is the 4 Seal Stone in hand, which could get any piece that Tord misses at some point. And then here comes the Iono to get a fresh 6. What do you think about Grabber Mew? It's cool. I definitely want to try it out. I'm not sure it'll be great moving into Sacramento because I think the Spiritombs might come back out to counter it just so you don't get cheesed by it, but it's a pretty cool deck for sure. All right, here comes Greninja. And then Kirlia as well. We almost have, and there we go. We're getting up to 6 Psychic Energy right now. I think Tord actually has the response KO the Charizard EX, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has 6 in hand, and then can use the 4 Seal Stone to find the second reversal energy. So I heard about this happening. Because someone told me Kamal should have got a second Charmander, but I don't think I agree. I don't think Kamal should have got second Charmander over Pidgey. I think getting Pidgey there as Kamal is just fine. Like, the chance that Tord has turn 2 Candy double Guardy, the chance that Tord has turn 2 Candy double Guardy, second reversal, 1-hit KO your Charizard on the next turn is, like, not very likely. But if Kamal... If Kamal had like another way to get a Charmander that turn, then I definitely think should have got another Charmander. But I don't think Kamal had a way to get another Charmander set up. Yeah, here comes Big Guardy turn 2 knockout. And there's no way for Kamal to respond. Kamal cannot. Actually, that's not true. Charmander could be the savior here. Charmander can actually save the day here. The 60 HP Charmander. You gotta play a 60. If you're not playing a 60 HP Charmander, you're absolutely trolling. You gotta play 160 HP Charmander. The savior in the time of need. 60 HP Charmander. I don't think it's possible with the current handout from Kamal. And yeah, there's the scoop. Okay. And the concede from Kamal. That's fine. That's reasonable. But yeah, 60 HP Charmander could have been the savior here. He opened the 60 HP one. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. My bad. Oh, you can also get the knockout actually with the Pidgey. With Gust. Gust also does it actually in this matchup. They're both good, I guess. I guess they both do it, to be honest. Opinion on 50 HP Pidgey? I'm a 50 HP Pidgey believer.